Hey guys, welcome back to ASWP. Me and Billy with about half of his voice back.
It's getting there. It's on.
It's getting there.
I'm
Uh,
almost there.
we are happy to have you. Um, we're here to review the Rumble week, including the Rumble itself. We'll start with our bottom three. My bottom three, number three, is Ivy Nile with Maxine Dupree, the Heat's Valhalla. The match didn't even last 3 minutes.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. The match didn't even last 3 minutes.
that's my
I
number two.
understand what we're doing, but you can't book these people better if you never let them wrestle.
It's they don't get it.
Uh, I, I,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
do want to take the moment to say, what the hell is up with Michael Cole? I watched the Royal Rumble back yesterday, and why is he screaming about the antlers? Really weird.
What was your first of your bottom three?
My number three was I didn't have one.
Well, that's a good sign, or maybe
Yeah, my brain just when I was making my bottom three just didn't make one.
that's fair. What was your number two
Um,
then?
it was Ivy versus Valhalla
Ah, nice.
for all the reasons that you said.
Okay, then I'll let you go ahead and tell me your number one because I feel like your number one's my number two. Then
Yeah, my number one is Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, remember last week when we said were they supposed to face each other?
Apparently they were, and they did it again.
Yeah,
It was not better.
no,
I mean, they worked better. I'll give them credit, but brother, I guarantee you that match didn't last what 6 minutes.
yeah, they were just in a really really bad spot.
Which one?
So uh, Shayna and Zoe they were just in a bad time slot.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
whatever. So my number one is going to be a bit shocking with my fandom. Uh, my worst match of the week was LA Knight defeating Solo Sikoa with Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman by DQ.
Wow. Okay.
I'm tired of it, man. I don't know. I'm cool with the AJ Knight stuff. I'm done with the Knight bloodline stuff. I'm just over it.
I get it. Totally.
That's it. I don't know. It again. I told you before we started recording. Friday felt like everyone was just working out to get hurt, which is fine. But the match, I didn't do anything for me. I mean, Knight got his pop, but that's really all it was. But regardless, let's talk about some positives. First up in our top three, I had Ivar versus Chad Gable.
Whoa, that was my number three.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, how'd you feel about it then?
Ivar's been working Alpha Academy for the last few weeks, and it's been at least good. At least.
The in-ring stuff has been good. I have enjoyed it for sure. For being what it is, I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What was your number two then?
My number two was Hangman Adam Page versus Penta from Wednesday night's Dynamite.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a really, really good match. I don't have much else to say about it, but Hangman is the wrestler of the year so far over in AEW.
He seems to be putting in good work. If they could just build some storyline behind him, he might have something.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
And not just losing the swerve back to back.
What was your number two?
My number two was Imperium Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser versus The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. That match ended in a double countout. That was good. It was entertaining. They've got a whole month's worth of content out of one botch.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just gotten better and better and better, and I just love it. And now we're getting Kofi versus Gunther.
Who knows? I mean,
That's supposedly happening tonight. Kofi challenged last week.
I think you said Cody. That
No,
makes much
Kofi.
more sense.
Yeah, Kofi. But
that's happening tonight.
I'm excited, even though I know Kofi's going to lose.
Oh, absolutely going to lose.
But anyhow, what was your number one?
It wasn't a match.
Really?
It was the war of words. Like Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. They just worked very well together.
I don't know if any of it was quote unquote shooting, but it felt like it blurred that line perfectly.
It absolutely did.
And I was so happy with it. As soon as I got off work after that Raw was over, I went home and I watched the promo again. It's like I had to see it again immediately. It was that good.
It was really, really good.
It was. My top of the week was a match. It was the Kabuka Warriors versus Katana Chance and Kalen Cart. And that match ended in a title change. Woo!
Yeah, woo woo.
Honestly, not just because of the title change, but they did work well. That was probably the best women's tag match we've had on TV in like a month. I'll be real.
Yeah.
That's not a high bar, but it was very good, and it proves to me that they know how to book these matches. So please keep booking them properly. Regardless, next I want to start with my least favorite and most favorite part of the Rumble itself. My least favorite part of the Rumble was the Fatal 4-Way match.
It fell flat.
Fell flat. It was short. It was short for what I expected. I guess they did go 20 minutes, but it didn't feel like it.
No.
And the finish, I really didn't like the finish. I like that my guy didn't take the pin, but it's not that. That's not even going to matter 2 months from now. It's not even that. It was just like I would have rather like Roman win on the stack. That would have been better. But shout out to Randy though for that triple RKO. That was insane.
It was.
But outside of that, I think they worked well, but it just fell flat. I personally enjoyed the Kevin Owens and Logan Paul match a lot. And I know that you don't share the opinion of it, but I really liked the finish. It was like
no, it was terrible.
I liked it. It's different. I haven't seen him do that in a long time, or I haven't seen it ever. But
yeah, it was just a cheap way to keep title on Logan.
I mean,
that's my number one least favorite moment of that show.
That's fair. I get it. I thought it was different. I thought they worked really well together, and Logan got put through the fucking paces for sure. Because Kevin was out there wrestling like it was Ring of Honor. So at least that much, in my opinion, if you didn't like the finish, Logan proved that he's not just a highlight moment guy. He actually worked the match. So
fair enough.
Whatever that's worth. But what was your favorite part of the Rumble, Billy?
It was the entirety of the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, boy.
Absolutely the best of the 7 Royal Rumbles, women's Royal Rumbles we've had now.
Yeah.
Everything just flowed perfectly.
It was so good. It should have been the main event, honestly.
Yeah, you just never know with these when you go into it, which should main event.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I enjoyed it very much so. Didn't have any legends. It was all main roster NXT wrestlers, except for the TNA champion who was there. That was cool.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
So shout out to her.
I wish there had been a camera on me when she had come out.
I bet that was fucking incredible.
Pretty good footage to use for if they wanted to use it from now on.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I agree. The Women's Rumble was the best part of the show. And I'm very happy that Bayley won. Very happy. Bayley was actually getting chants. That was insane.
Yeah, I don't know if it came across on TV, but that place went bananas when she won that Royal Rumble.
Yeah. It definitely came across, but the crowd definitely seemed a bit muted, but given the venue, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's impossible to make sound good.
Yeah. The ring sounded louder, the crowd sounded quieter. I feel like that was what they had to do. It kind of took it made it seem like a lot of people didn't get very much of a pop, but like you could tell that the crowd was into it.
Yeah, so anybody saying that Tampa doesn't deserve another pay-per-view ever, shut up. You weren't there.
Right. Regardless, before we get into our top 15, I just want to say that the camera work was insane this week. And some of the production choices I just loved so much.
Yeah, the new guy is.
Yeah, I don't know the new guy's name, but new guy in charge of the TV and camera and like production direction. I love you.
Yeah.
The live timers during the Rumble has been something I've wanted for every single Rumble I've watched. It's so good.
Yeah, if I wasn't there, it'd have been a cool thing to watch.
Yeah, it definitely added, like it showed the Iron Men and women. It was awesome. It was like, that's cool. I enjoyed that. But do you have any other moments, especially being their person, that you want to mention before we get into our top 15 for the PLE week?
You know what? Sure. I will give a shout out to R-Truth and Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, yeah.
The hot tag spot in the Royal Rumble was
so good.
So very good. Very, very good, guys. Good job.
Oh, man. I wish the men's Rumble actually went longer than the women's, but it didn't feel like it.
No, it felt like they were going for Olympic time.
Yeah.
Olympic record.
It's like, man, did they turn down the timer or something? What's going on? But it was good. But anywho, let's get into our top 15. My top 15, starting with 15, is Mr. Randy Orton. For what he was involved in this week and how flat it did end up falling, I was really happy with the moments he got. I don't know. I don't have the nostalgia for anything, unfortunately. But when Randy's in the ring, it just hits different, I think, or at least does for me.
Having that, you're absolutely right.
I don't know. The atmosphere just changes. It's awesome. But 14, I got Nia Jax. Triple H said in the press conference that this run's different for her, and she actually seems formidable, and like other than a few botches, she's actually worked pretty well too. So whatever that's worth.
Right.
At 13, I got Bianca. She got her moment across the ring from Jade Cargill. She looked good in the Rumble. Very good. The spot where she was hanging off the rope and someone was hanging off behind her from her hair. I can't remember who was hanging off her, but God, that was insane.
That was Tiffany.
That was Tiffany. That's right. It was so good. At 12, I have R-Truth. We already talked about him a little bit, but yeah, fuck yeah. 11, I put Naomi. She came out second and basically was the Iron Woman. That was awesome. Very, very happy for her. She looked really good. At 10, I have Jey Uso. Kind of the same thing. He was the Iron Man for the Men's Rumble. I was very happy with how he looked. He had a lot of good spots. 9, got the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Yeah, it's the same thing when he shows up. The atmosphere is just different. And having watched immediately before this PLE, the 2015 Royal Rumble, to see the difference in the way the crowd reacts to him is a bit insane.
Yeah.
But at 8, I have Jordan Grace. Fuck yeah, TNA champ. Let's go. That was awesome. She looked great. At 7, I have Chelsea Green. She got put through the fucking ringer, dude.
She did. She absolutely did.
She did it so good, though. Like, it was so good. So good. Number 6, I got Braun Breaker. I'm so ready for him to be on main roster, dude. He looked great. He made the spear look formidable for like the first times in current products since I started watching. And he looked good. I'm excited for what they do with him next. At number 5, I have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, both for the promo, also for winning the Rumble. Everything. Apparently, at one point during the Rumble, he got a tooth knocked out from Drew McIntyre. Whoops. But hell yeah, Cody. At 4, I got Punk. Same reasons. Even though he lost. Yeah, I know he lost, but God, that promo. It was so good. All of it was so good. 3, I have both the Kabuki Warriors, new tag champs. I'm just happy to see new tag champs. I'll be real. And I like their whole thing. I think it's cool. I like the Damage Control storyline. I like where it's going. It's so good. 2, Jade Cargill. Just Jade Cargill. My God, just so good. And 1, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, Bayley. I wanted Bayley to win the whole time. She won. I'm very happy. Again, Damage Control stuff looks great. Just super happy with it all around.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't have said anything better myself, honestly. At number, I'll start mine now. At number 15, I had Chelsea Green. She got killed in that match, but she made that whole match very memorable, and it was great. At number 14, I have Bianca Belair. She was in there for a long time, from number 10, I believe. So another great performance by her in a Royal Rumble. All around great showing from her. At number 13, I had Tiffany Stratton. The hair spot was really cool. And she looked really good. Just really good showing from her. At 12, I had Liv Morgan. If she had been in that match longer, she'd have been higher.
That's
From
fair.
what we saw, like the 5-10 minutes, I don't even know how long it really was. She looked fantastic. Like she didn't even miss a step. At number 11, I had the ring general, Gunther. Didn't last as long this year. That's because he didn't enter at number 1. But he looked good. At number 10, I had Drew McIntyre. I love the way they're going to go with this. Have this loss in the Royal Rumble drive him absolutely crazy. It's going to cook.
I just hope he's actually signed to an extension and he's not actually leaving after Mania, because goddamn, his stock is so high right now.
It is. At number 9, I have Jordan Grace. Like I said earlier, I was not expecting this whatsoever. And it was nice to see her. I wish she was going to be around a little bit more. I hope they're working on a partnership. I really hope. At number 8, I have CM Punk. The War of Words was really, really good. I wasn't, however, the biggest fan of what he did in the Rumble. I get it. I guess they're turning him heel now. But
I was going to say, like, do you think that Mr. I can separate personal from business does the exact opposite tonight because he's advertised to be there?
No, I think he did business, and he's happy about doing business. I think that he can separate it, which I know sounds crazy considering what he's done last year.
Well, I'm just excited for what direction they take him as a character right now. Whether he goes insane trying to get into the elimination chamber to get after Seth, or if he just is more determined than ever, or whatever they do, I know it's going to be good.
Yeah, he tells a really good story, no matter what he's doing. So I'm here for it. At number 7, I have the return of Andrade. It's about time. I'm hoping that WWE is going to use him better than they did last time and where he was before.
Fair.
But who knows? I hope this is a sign of what's to come. At number 6, I have Roman Reigns. Mostly because he won a world title match. He's at 6. The match wasn't very good. At number 5, I have Jade Cargill. For her first WWE match, I know it's the Royal Rumble. Yeah, anybody can look good.
She straight up no sweat picked up Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that was just impressive. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, she looked really, 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 really good.
Say the spots she was involved in, she definitely has been putting in the work at the Performance Center.
For sure. Yeah,
she looks the role, and from this what I see, and it looks like she can work the role too. So, yeah.
At number 4, I have Jey Uso, Iron Man of the Men's Royal Rumble. It didn't make much sense to me why he wasn't the one to eliminate Jimmy.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, but that's just complaining to complain. I'm not on Twitter right now. So at number 3, I had the return of Naomi. Nice. I had her later in the match on my predictions. Straight up.
Good.
But this was perfect for her to run the gauntlet and almost make it to the end.
She looked really good.
She looked fantastic. The time away definitely did her good. At number 2, I have the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. Now he's the first back-to-back winner since Steve Austin in '97 and '98.
Yep.
So
What inning are we in, Roman?
we're in the bottom of the fifth, actually.
Okay.
WrestleMania's
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We got about 70 days. We'll see.
I hope this is it. I really do.
I really do, man. Say I'm not gonna be all upset on the Twitters and everything if it isn't, but I'm hoping that the story will be finished.
At number one, I have the women's Royal Rumble winner, Bayley. Finally, Bayley is being taken seriously, and that face turn is gonna hit like crack.
Oh, dude, it is. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fantastic.
I'm so ready. It's like right there.
Yeah,
But yeah.
That's my top 15. Yeah, for premium live events,
Yep.
we're gonna have 15. I think it's a good spot.
Yeah, I think so too. It's an extra show, and it's usually the biggest matches of the month. So,
right,
yeah,
especially when we're having a Royal Rumble kind of match.
Right. Say, up next is Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. I will not be getting up in the middle of the night to watch that.
Yeah, well,
I will just not get on social media, and I'll watch it when I get up that day.
when is that?
End of February, I think.
Is on the 24th. Okay, so I will not be needing to get up that day for Daytona. So
There you go. So yeah, but yeah, thanks to anyone that listened. Appreciate you as always. And yeah, we will see you guys next week after the fallout of the Royal Rumble. And we'll see where we're going as we start the road to WrestleMania. Yeah.